have to get involved here because we have the most incredible pitches coming. So this is how it works. We have 6 enrichment students from the Turing Institute, and they are each going to be pitching for 90 seconds, explaining their research and how it can be used to solve real-world problems. 90 seconds to distill, probably a career of research. So I think that also deserves a whoop. Thank you, thank you. We also have our expert judges who will offer feedback, but ultimately it is up to you and the people online at home to vote as to who wins, and they will get this incredible, gigantic Oscar-style trophy. I'm sure it's smaller than last year, but anyway. So I am going to ask up our Dragon's Den, who are going to be judging on creativity, engagement, accessibility, and real-world application. But again, they will offer feedback, but it will be up to you all to vote for who you think deserves to be the 2024 winner of Pitchfest. So can we please welcome our judges up onto the stage? And you can take your seats over there, please. So shall we meet our judges? Yeah. Do you know who these people are anyway? No, right. We're all going to take them in turn. Right. Okay. So can we start at the end? Can you just say very quickly your name, where you're from, and one thing that you're looking for in our pitches today?
Yeah, my name is Trias Gkikopoulos. I'm an innovation lead at Innovate UK at the AI and ML team. Looking to see how the pitches bring out a different way of sharing the knowledge in data science and trying to see the creative view of communicating this to the audience.
Lovely. So you're looking for creativity and communication. Okay, thank you, Trias. Okay, on to our next judge.
Hello, Gavin Stephenson from Accenture. I lead our AI business across Europe, Middle East, and Africa. I'm looking for the real-world application. And really how that impacts real-life scenarios. And I'm also looking for really dynamic pitches.
Excellent. Our next
Hello, everyone.
Judge.
I'm Maria. It's a bit weird to be here this year because just 1 year ago, I was on the contestant shoes.
Last year's winner.
No.
Thank you.
No. So, having been a participant myself, I understand firsthand all the dedication and creativity that comes into crafting these pitches. So what I'm really looking forward to is just help them being recognized and celebrated, and let's make this Pitchfest a great one.
Thank you. Yay! Excellent. Brilliant. Thank you.
Morning, I'm Mark Girolami from the Alan Turing Institute. I'm, like Gavin, really wanting to see how the innovation from these pitches is going to have an impact on the way we lead our lives, improving our lives, improving society, and how they're going to make the world a much better place for all of us.
Excellent. Okay. Right. So we've met our judges. I think we are going to go into our first pitches. So we are going to get the show on the road, and we are going to invite up our first pitcher. And I need you to give them a massive amount of love, please. Isa. Congratulations. Well done. Awesome. Isa, you get yourself sorted, and I will tell you when your 90 seconds starts. Now.
Lifting something heavy can really hurt your back, right? Well, it's not surprising. Your body has to strain itself to stay balanced, which, over time, can lead to chronic pains. Happily, there are aids, such as exoskeletons, which do a fantastic job strengthening the body. However, they're too complex or expensive, and therefore rarely used. Is there a more elegant way? How does Mother Nature do it? Well, many animals use tails to support balance. And inspired by this, I designed and built a wearable robotic tail which measures what you carry and moves the counterweight to support you. The robot is simple and quick to set up and use. Now, a challenge that comes with wearable robots is that they should be programmed to fit your unique characteristics to be most effective. Attributes such as height and arm span affect how you lift, and manually adjusting every robot would take forever. Luckily, AI can help. I'm exploring using reinforcement learning to monitor your muscle activity in real time so the robot can assess how you're interacting with it and then fine-tune its movements, enabling it to embrace the diversity of us all. So next time you need to lift something heavy, it's got your back.
Brilliant. I can only imagine the fun you had getting that through security this morning. Right, so judges. Issa, what do we think?
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. So first of all, really great presentation. I thought the storytelling was excellent, and the way you delivered the pitch was really, really good.
Thank you.
I also really liked the creativity in solving a real-world problem, and your use of machine learning and AI methods to assist and help monitor as part of the process of lifting heavy objects. I thought that was a really creative thing to be doing. So well done.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Okay. Who would like to go next? Yeah.
It was very good. I really liked it. It was almost theatrical to begin with, bringing in the suitcase. But at the same time, very well illustrated and explaining the need. And just linking this back to the real-world application, obviously great need in the construction industry and also rehabilitation, so a very good application space as well.
Super, okay. Would anyone else like to give a quick comment? We're not going to get every judge to comment on every pitch, but that's more of a time issue, but we do have a bit of...
So, very dramatic. Very dramatic, loved it, lots of fun, really creative, a kangaroo tail to help us beat any chronic back pain, fantastic. Reinforcement learning, I'm not sure that my grandmother or grandfather would know what reinforcement learning was, but absolutely super. Love to see this working.
Superb. Thanks so much, Issa. Let's give him a round of applause. Right. And next picture. Once we've cleared the oki. Please give it up for our next picture. Our second, number 2, Anastasia. Anastasia? Right, okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the stage, and the floor is yours.
Oh no, the browser crashed again? Why don't software developers write better code? Especially with all those language models and tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Devin? Now, I'm not only a user, I also do research into language models for software engineering and write code. And I know that language models often generate programs that resemble correct ones, but have errors that are hard to catch. Catching and correcting those errors automatically is exactly what my research group focuses on. To do this, we have built a framework with several language models talking to each other. One generates code, another explains what's wrong with it, and the third one suggests repairs. As a result, the code has less bugs and passes more tests. Our big vision is to enable more people to transform their ideas into code of good quality. Imagine how many things you can build. Big tech leaders say that full automation of software engineering is almost there. And my research is part of realizing that goal. Thank you.
Brilliant, Anastasia. Fantastic. That was fabulous. And these pictures are so polished, so you've got to give it to them for rehearsing. Who would like to give us some feedback on that? Remember our 4 criteria.
Great job. I think what I really enjoyed is I thought you did a great storytelling. Like, it was very easy to go with you, and you did a great job breaking down all the concepts. So I think you made it accessible to everyone in the room. I can see a real-world application myself. Like, I'm a researcher. I'm suffering from it every day. So I'm looking forward for your solution to come out. And yeah, well done overall.
Thank you.
Gavin.
Yeah, just to follow that, I mean, first of all, again, brilliant presentation, well done. And, this is definitely a real-world application, right? This is very prominent right now in terms of the use of language models to improve and write code. But I like your shift of emphasis to not just writing code, but actually understanding where some of the issues are and then helping to solve those. So I thought that was a very good angle to play on this really important area, so well done.
Superb. Okay,
Thank
I
you.
think we're going to move on to the next pitch, but let's give it up for Anastasia. Amazing. So our third pitcher, bringing his magic box onto stage, is Lars.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll set you down and then we'll get you going. Okay, Lars, are you ready?
Yes.
Time starts now.
We're all thinking it, right? What's in the box? We scientists aim to improve our understanding of complex events by modeling them. If the models are simple enough, anyone can use them and still understand how they work. But today, we use AI models that are so intricate that we have no clue about their decision-making process. There are black box models. Data goes in, and the box magically outputs an accurate prediction. To help us better understand these models, my field of explainable AI, or XAI, has developed numerous tools to help us explain the predictions of these models by letting us peek inside of them. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. However, even XAI tools have limitations that we must be aware of. As an example, consider the AI task of predicting the price of a house based on some of its features, such as the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Many XAI tools indirectly assume that these features are independent. But we all know that a house does not have 10 bedrooms and only 1 bathroom. That would lead to a long queue to the toilet. Since the features depend on each other, these XAI tools will provide unreliable explanations. My work within XAI focuses on improving the widely used Shapley Valley explanation framework. I improve it by incorporating these dependencies into the explanations to obtain more trustworthy explanations. This is essential, as there's only one thing that's worse than no explanations, and that's unreliable explanations. We have to be able to trust our explanations if we want to use them, and I can help you obtain trustworthy explanations for your models. And finally, if you're curious about what's inside this black box and why was I so shocked, because it's full of cookies.
Oh.
Judges, do you want some? No terms and conditions. No. You want some? You want some? You can have it.
I didn't expect bribery to be on the table this morning, to be honest.
There's no terms and conditions, so...
Congratulations, Lars, well
Thank
done.
you very much.
Especially for giving us all a laugh and giving them cookies. So, Mark.
Well, what a dramatic entry. And the explicit use of bribery. I'm not sure whether to commend that or what, but anyway, it won't be effective here.
No.
But in terms of a real-world application, explainability of these black box models is absolutely critical. So you really hit something very important here. The way you described what are really very complex concepts in an engaging way was really great. So it made it accessible to my grandmother and my grandfather. So great job.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Trias. It's going well for our pitches. Trias.
Another very engaging presentation, a great entrance.
Thank you.
And obviously suitably explainable and suitable for a non-specialist audience. Very engaging, and also for especially some of the audience, I think it sparks sufficient questions to come and talk to you to find more about how you're developing and deploying your solution.
Yes, thank you.
Fabulous. Okay. Anyone else want to? Okay, Gavin.
I love the physicality of the box.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, you
to
need
bring
some
to life
props.
the concept. I thought the black box and the relatability of that to the problems that you're trying to solve was really good. And it's a great topic right now because for AI to scale within organizations, the big question at the moment is around explainability, traceability. So it's a very relevant topic right now.
I agree.
Really good.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
How
thank you
does
very
that
much.
Great.
Please come and see me
Fabulous.
afterwards.
Let's give it up for Lars. We're such a good crowd. Right, okay, we have our fourth pitcher. Please welcome to the stage, Tris. And are you ready, Tris?
Yes.
Lovely, your time starts now.
Here's news for you. Anti-vaxxers are not irrational. You might think otherwise. You might even have tried to convince them they're wrong, but you failed, didn't you? Sometimes no amount of evidence can sway them. But before we dismiss them as unreasonable, let's consider how beliefs operate. See, in my work, I show that beliefs do not exist in isolation. Rather, they form intricate networks. Take, for instance, the belief that vaccines are harmful. We know that it is correlated with a belief that natural is always better, a belief that the disease is not so severe, and trust in parental intuition. All these beliefs reinforce each other, making each one impossible to change in isolation. So if we want to change someone's mind, we need to understand how these networks operate. But how can we do that? Well, while we still can't magically record every single thought anyone's ever had, nowadays we do have a window into collective attitudes. Social media. That's what I do. In my work, I use natural language processing to extract beliefs from the social media data. Then, by looking at how frequently do beliefs coexist, I'm able to work out the underlying structure of the network using machine learning. I then use these models to simulate how strategic interventions in the network can influence one's entire worldview. Once we are able to dissect these networks, we can begin to understand how seemingly irrational beliefs are actually upheld from purely rational principles. Let's just hope we're in time for the next pandemic.
Amazing, Tris. Great, confident presentation. Brilliant. Okay, back over to our judges to spill the beans. What did you think?
Really good presentation. Can I just say that you talked about complex systems. You talked about graph networks. You talked about a systems approach in cognitive human cognition and the exchange of belief systems without actually talking about them. So you make it very, very approachable to a non-specialist audience, but at the same time, it provided sufficient information to allow those that understand the underlying techniques and approach you were using, what you were talking about. So yeah, very well done. Well communicated.
Who would like to? Yes, Maria.
I think one of the strengths of your pitch was that it was so well framed. Like, you started off with a great entrance. Like, you did a thought-provoking situation, and you used it as a thread throughout all your pitch, which was very accessible. Like, I think it was a great example that sometimes less is more. Like, it was so clear. Like, I understood why you were doing, I understood why it's important. I thought it was like, no doubt. So I think that's what you really want to do in 90 seconds. So well done.
Thank you. Excellent. Okay. Lovely. I think we're going to move on to our next picture. Thank you so much, Chris. What do we think? We're 2/3 of the way through the pictures. Are they great? Are they great? Amazing. So, right. Another burst of applause. Get your hands together for Mariam. Good luck, Mariam. Are you ready? I think she's ready.
Oh, we do this, don't we? Even on stage, I'm mindlessly scrolling through Twitter or X or whatever. One day I was happily strolling along, and then I read, "You cow-piss drinker, go back to India." Seeing the hateful language directed towards a fellow Twitter user, I wondered how should I respond. Should I be supportive and say, "Your post is extremely painful for Hindus in Pakistan"? Should I state facts? Or should I say something else that I can't think of, but you might, or you? But it's not just what is said, it's also who says it. Does it matter if the person responding to hate is the victim themselves, or an individual, a bystander, an organization? Does it make a difference if the person responding is white, or has a certain religious background? That day on Twitter, I went with a fact, as hard as a diamond. So I wrote, "Did you know Hindus have significantly contributed to the history in Pakistan?" And guess what? There was a flood of hate whooshing my phone for the next few hours. That trick didn't work. But it made me curious to discover what would be the most effective response to counter hate using an online experiment. Because rather than allowing governments and social media companies to moderate speech, we can counter hate to improve online interactions. Only then we would have the freedom to be ourselves and to say what we think, because the cow-piss of the globe would be carefully drowned out by a true shower of solidarity. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mariam. Well done. Very well articulated. Right, over to our judges for what we think of Mariam's presentation.
Yeah, maybe I'll kick it off. Great presentation once again. I think it's going to be very hard for the audience to judge the winners on that one. But look, I mean, a hugely relevant area. I think it's a really creative area to focus in on, and a good approach based on experiences and what you're seeing. I think the social media stage, while allowing open speech, also needs tools to combat hate speech. So I think anything that's working in that space is really, really positive. So again, great real-world application.
Thank you.
Excellent. Which of our other, Mark?
So, great acting, for one thing. That was absolutely super.
Well, it had me fooled.
But in terms of the application, it's so important how we actually deal with hateful speech online. And I think that what's so creative about your potential solution is that the users, the community are brought together rather than solely a focus on technological aspects. So absolutely fantastic.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yes,
yes,
Trias. You really brought the challenge and the space you're working on to life. And I just wanted to ask, is there any chance you'd be looking for a career in Hollywood?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
If she was interested for a career in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I think a career on the stage beckons, but, maybe stay and do this brilliant work.
Thank
What do you think? Yeah, do the work. Sounds great. For Mariam. Okay, one more to go before you can all vote. Excellent. So please give it up for Norbert. Norbert, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
You're on.
Explosions, fire fountains, ashfall. We have a real good grasp of what happens when volcanoes erupt, less so when they are going to erupt. So what information are we lacking? Well, here's what we know. Rocks contain all the information we need. The crystals within them tell us how volcanoes behave. By analyzing these crystals, geologists can understand and better predict how eruptions happen. Unfortunately, this is a very slow and manual task. It can take months to just count the crystals, let alone complete the analysis. So, we've got this task that requires endlessly detecting objects and images. Sounds like a job for AI, right? Well, with the right crystal data, you should be able to repurpose existing models to do this exact task for you. In my research, we've already shown that you can reduce months of counting time to just a few days of computation. And we need more of this. But this time saving and its importance cannot be overstated. The only difference between a controlled eruption and hellish, fiery destruction is time. With time, we can build volcano defenses. We can evacuate people. We can safeguard businesses. The more time we help save geologists, the more lives we can save. So explosions, fire fountains, and ashfall, we'll all watch it from a safe distance, thanks to AI.
Well done, Norbert. A truly volcanic presentation there. Judges, what did we think?
So if I had seen the title of your presentation before coming on the stage, I would have been like, sounds good, but real-world application, I don't know, I'm from Spain, like we don't have great volcanoes, you know. But after your pitch, I was like, oh, wow, why isn't it on the market already? Like, it was so clear, it was so well-framed, it was so well-explained, it was so easy to follow, so engaging. Well done.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay,
I really
Gav-
like the way you teed it up. You know, a strong opening, you set the context well, explained the problem statement, the solution, and then wrapped it up with the same context at the start. So I thought it was a really, really good flow to take us through what your thinking was and what your solution was. I really liked it.
Great, thank you.
Superb. Okay, excellent. I think, would any of the other judges care to comment here, or are we good to go? Good to go. Excellent. Thank you very much, Norbert. Can we give it up for Norbert? We're in all of our pictures. So this is the moment you've been waiting for. We've heard all of our brilliant pictures, and voting is open. Hopefully, oh, there's me, my head in the code. So if you go to this QR code, you can scan. You can also find out, you know, to refresh your memory, you can have a look at those again if you're a little bit undecided. Please, please vote, whether you're here in person, online. It will be fantastic for all our pictures. Thank you so much to the judges as well. But can we have another round of applause for the pictures? Yay! Excellent, and thanks for supporting them. While that happens, I want to take you behind the scenes a little bit as to how this competition was created. And by the way, you've got about 14 minutes to do this, so, you know, don't hesitate. But if you've kind of, you know, you do have a bit of time to learn about what goes on behind the scenes. And the competition has been created by Turing Institute's Research Application Managers, or the RAMs. Can we have a cheer for the RAMs, please? Yay! You're not fed up with cheering yet. So please, can I ask one of those RAMs, Fran the RAM, to come to the stage and explain, please, how Pitchfest came to life. Can we hear it for Fran? Woo! Yay! Excellent.
Those pitches were amazing, right? Yeah, they were. Well, we couldn't have expected any less of them, to be honest. You see, Pitchfest was created by the research application management team here at the Turing last year, and I am a part of that team, of course. And our role as RAMs, as we're known at Turing, is to help adapt research to adoption in the real world. We also believe that in order to do that, a researcher has to be able to explain what the research is about and its significance to the real world. And they have to be able to do that in an engaging and accessible way. And that's just what Pitchfest is exactly about. Now, you might be wondering how we've ended up with 6 finalists today. And it was indeed a competition. And we opened up applications back in December 2023. And following a long, arduous, difficult, and just downright painful selection process, we ended up with our 6 finalists here today. But that was back in January. Between January and March, our finalists have been taking part in a pitch development program, which has been directed by 2 amazing coaches from Ortet. And we have one of our coaches here, Helen. Hi, Helen. Helen's very nice. She's very friendly. And she does improv. You should talk to her. But also, each of the finalists was paired to a RAM, just so that they could talk to each other, bounce off ideas, work on feedback, and just like generally have a good time together. You know, good old time, like friends and everything. But honestly, and now on a more serious note, it's been really amazing to see how willing all of the finalists were to help each other and give honest feedback to each other and make each other better in preparation for this event. It's really great to see the sense of camaraderie that you guys have developed during the process. And honestly, regardless of who wins today, we're all really proud and amazed at how much your pitches have evolved and how great they've become. And so good luck for later.
Great. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Fran. That's brilliant. And I am going to ask, well, actually, let me see how the time is getting along. We've got, 9 minutes to go on the voting. But I would like all of our pitchers to come back onto the stage. And give them some love, please. They're going to be back here. And I'm also going to come back to the judges. Kind of overall, what did you think? I mean, I know some of you were here last year. Maria, you were at the sharp end last year. And what did we think overall of the quality of the pitches? And what are they in areas that are relevant, you think? I mean, you made some comments about that earlier, but broadly, Gavin?
Yeah, maybe I'll start. So, I mean, overall, I thought the quality was excellent. You've certainly pushed the boundaries and pushed the bar from last year. And so I think, like I said, I think it'd be very difficult for the audience to select an overall winner. What I also really liked about this year's, I was a judge on the judging panel here last year as well. I really liked and I said at the start, the real world applicability. I think each and every one of the pitches was linked to something that is very topical right now, is a real problem set right now, and something that from a societal point of view, either individually or at the macro, is very, very relevant. So I really did like that theme across all of them, so I thought that was really, really good.
Super. Who would else like to actually, but Maria, I'd be really interested in your view, having been on that side last year and now sitting on the comfortable sofa with the hoi polloi here. So what did you think of these pitches?
I wouldn't say that couch is that comfortable. Like, the couch is okay, but I mean,
it's not that comfortable.
Like, last year, I knew every single word I was going to say on that stage. And this year, and, I came with some notes and some ideas, but, they definitely surpass my expectations. I think last year it was a great experience, but it was the first time that it was being done. It worked amazingly. I would do it 100 million times again.
Oh, wow.
But this year, they all seem professional. We were sitting there being like, okay, this is, our first step into some science communication, but we'll see how it goes. But they are professionals. I'm glad I came last year, not this year.
They're amazing. Mark, I mean, you're from the Turing Institute, so this is kind of, these are your kin, aren't they? They're your kind of protégés in a way. What's your feeling on what you've seen today?
So the important thing for me is that each of the presentations has dealt with an issue that is really serious, that will really have an impact on society and us as people living within that society. So I think that's the first thing, that these are very important issues that are being dealt with. The other thing is that they've presented them in ways which are fun, which are light-hearted, which get the serious points across in a way that makes us think about them seriously and want to perhaps elaborate on them and take them forward without us getting all serious and dour, as we say in Scotland. So, so great communication, but dealing with problems that are really going to have an impact on us, and that's really important.
Fabulous.
And having a bit of fun while we're doing it.
And has anyone...
And I love the...
I might confiscate those, actually. Maybe give them to the pitchers. What do you think? Yeah. Has anyone not voted? Has everyone voted in this room? Okay, we still have a few minutes open. We are keeping that open, aren't we, for a few minutes? Because there are people online that need to vote too. Or shall we... Do you think we can...
Nope, we have a winner.
Really? Oh. We have a winner? Oh my goodness, but before we get there, can I just ask, would you all recommend, if people are out there thinking of doing this, would you recommend the experience?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Sure.
Well, there's absolutely no controversy there, is there? I mean, you've got to do it if you get the chance. Awesome, right, so we have a winner. We are declaring...
Should we go down?
No. You are all
maybe.
staying on the, oh, wow, Oscar style. Right, okay. How are we feeling?
Nervous, yeah.
Nervous. Just stringing it out.
No,
Well, what I'd like to do is, I think, Mark, you're presenting the trophy. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, you are. I'm sure of that. She said, checking her very poorly handwritten notes. Yes, no, you are presenting the trophy. So what I'd like you to do is, I think, if you bring the trophy over to this side, our magnificent trophy.
Two prizes.
And we're about to announce the winner, so I need everybody to whoop and cheer that one last final time for our contestants, because they are... That was for all of them. And thank you very much to the judges as well for your hard work. And now I'm going to read the result. Are we excited? And the winner of the AI UK 2024 Pitchfest is Trias. So if you come... Wow, what do I do? Okay. So we've just got the slightly awkward photo situation here. We really have to get a bigger trophy, don't we, next year? That's just amazing. Thank you. And let's hear it for all of the Pitchfest. Oh.